We're talking Auburn recruiting in this one. The Tigers, they have a few major targets coming off the board soon, including Cowie quarterback Hussein Longstreet. I got Jeffrey Lee from Auburn live in this video, and we're going to cover it all. But first, Auburn fans, lock in, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. All right, let's bring in Jeffrey Lee. And before we get to Longstreet, let's talk about a high-priority running back that was on campus recently, Alvin Henderson. And Henderson has a commitment date set for April 5th. Auburn leading heavily on the recruiting prediction machine. Can they close? And are there any teams down the stretch that Auburn fans need to be aware of?
Well, finally, I know Auburn fans have been tracking this kid for, the better part of 2 years. He's been a top target especially for Hugh Freeze and Derek Nix since they got on campus. Carnell Williams at first with the running backs coach, and then Derek Nix, came in January and reprioritized Alvin Henderson. They've been able to get him on campus a couple of times, including a little surprise visit on Tuesday. And that was when he told us after the visit that he had set his decision date for April the 5th. That's the Friday, the day before Auburn's spring game. And he had already disclosed plans to be at Auburn's spring game. So you got to feel pretty decent if you're Auburn fans and you want this kid and you're reading the tea leaves. And it feels like his recruitment's coming to a close, at least for now. And I still like where Auburn stands going into that commitment day.
All right. Now, much anticipated visit happened over the weekend. That was quarterback Hussein Longstreet from California. Now, he was the very first Elite 11 invite. He was out on the plains over the weekend. Jeff, what are your sources saying about Longstreet's trip to Auburn?
Big move by Auburn. They feel really good about how the visit went. They felt really good about his reaction, his family's response to that visit, how it might affect his recruitment. They understand that he's got a commitment date coming up, and these quarterbacks, unlike some of the other positions, they pretty much lock in. Now, obviously, we'll talk about Juju Lewis, who's committed to SC and taking some visits, but typically these are quarterbacks shut down their recruitments after they commit. So time's a ticking for Hussein Longstreet and Auburn. They were able to get him on campus. Obviously, Texas A&M is still presumably the team to beat, and I think Auburn feels that way as well. I think the plan for Hussein, if Auburn can get him back, he hinted at maybe returning again before the April 14th commitment date would be that spring game on April the 6th. So if Auburn was able to get him back on campus, that would be a very, very good sign. I think it would make them feel a lot better. Although they do feel pretty dang good after this past visit.
Yeah, like you said, he's going to take a trip to A&M. He's going to visit Ole Miss, and he's going to visit Oregon. Then he's going to make that decision April 14th. How important do you think that pending visit is to Auburn for him to return once again? How important is it for the Tigers that they get him back on campus?
I don't know that it's imperative.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be a really good sign. I think Auburn would feel much better going into that decision, having him on campus twice, and especially the week before his decision date, than just getting him in for this past weekend's visit. Like I said, I don't think it's, make or break. If he doesn't show, I don't think Auburn's completely out of it and they're tossing in their hand. But I do feel like that would maybe swing the pendulum a little bit more towards Auburn than if he doesn't show.
Okay, so Juju Lewis back on campus. How does Juju Lewis's recruitment to Auburn impact Hussein Longstreet's recruitment to Auburn, or does it?
Yeah, I don't know that it impacts either or. I do feel like those are the top two quarterbacks. I think that's, I think that's apparent. I don't know in what order. Like I said on our message board, I think it's 1A and 1B, and flip a coin to who's 1A. I do feel like Auburn really likes Longstreet a lot. I think they like his fit, his personality, his on the field skills, and how it fits that offense. Hussein and Juju are probably a little similar, when it comes to their talents, and they're very highly coveted. And Auburn would take either one, I would imagine. And so I think they're putting all their cards in on these two, and hoping to get up. And Juju Lewis keeps coming back. He's been to Auburn now 2 times in the past 10 days.
Right.
A little surprise visit on Tuesday when he came out and watched practice, and they got to meet with Coach Freeze. Got to meet again with Derek Nix and Kent Austin, and I felt that was a couple of days after Hussein Longstreet had come in and said some good things. So I think Auburn's got got two really good targets, and I feel like they're in a position, or they at least feel like they're in a position to get one out.
Inside Scoop fans, listen up. College football, the season's wrapped. That means it's time to get out and enjoy other things. I know it's all about college football, but there are other events to attend. I'm here in Nashville. Last week, I decided to go to a hockey game. But guess what? The tickets were sold out. That can be a problem for some people. Finding tickets before a game can be an absolute nightmare, but do not let this be the way your 2024 goes. That's why I'm here to tell you all about GameTime. It's a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the big-time matchups. GameTime app is great, easy to use, and it works in any city, any team, and you get the best price guarantee. So don't stress over getting into your favorite team's games anymore. There's only so many big games each year, and you need to get these tickets at the best prices. In GameTime, that's where it is the place to be for last-minute ticket deals. Forget planning months in advance. GameTime has deals on tickets right up to the day of the event. GameTime is obsessed with finding ways to help you save money, like zone deals. This is where you pick a section and GameTime picks the seats for big savings. So here's what we're going to do. Snag the tickets without stress with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code INSIDESCOOP for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and use code INSIDESCOOP for $20 off. Download GameTime today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Well, we'll see what happens. The last time we talked about Julian Lewis coming off that first visit to Auburn, you and I kind of both felt that Auburn was on the outside looking in of this Juju Lewis recruitment, but with this surprise visit on Tuesday, do you think there's a little bit more traction to this recruitment than maybe we were giving it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, Josh, I'm not overboard on that yet. I'm still kind of, I'll believe it when I see it. I feel like Auburn has a better shot with Husan Longstreet, the kid out of California, than the kid who's, an hour up the road. But, Juju coming back on Tuesday really kind of made me go, maybe they're not as far out on the outside looking in as we thought, and especially me. But I do feel like Husan Longstreet is probably the one to watch for the foreseeable future.
Okay. All right. Auburn fans, tap in. Talk to me. Comment section below. Who do you think Auburn's top target at quarterback is? Who do you think they end up signing? Let me know. Comment section below. Jeffrey Lee, you guys have a ton going on over there at Auburn Live. I suggest everybody go check it out. Football, recruiting, you got it. It's on Auburn Live. Appreciate you stopping by today on the Inside Scoop.
Absolutely, Josh. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed that, go check out the hundreds of videos that we have on this channel. And also, do me a favor, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel.